So today we will cover the topic the Peninsular River System. So about peninsular rivers, these are seasonal rivers. These all are dependent on rainfall. These are smaller in size in comparison to Himalayan rivers. The main water divide in peninsular India is formed by Western Ghats. Major rivers that come under Peninsular River System are Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri. These four are east flowing rivers. You can learn by its first letter MGKK. Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, and Kaveri. And Narmada, Tapi, these two are west flowing rivers and are the only long rivers and make estuaries. Estuaries are wide part of a river where it joins the sea. Now we will discuss one by one. First, first of all, the Narmada Basin. Its source is Amarkantak Hills in Madhya Pradesh. It flows towards west in a rift valley formed due to faulting. And what is rift valley? Valley with steep sides formed when two parallel cracks develop in the earth's surface and land between them sinks. And now what is faulting? एक होता है fold, एक होता है fault. The zone of fractures between two blocks of rocks is known as faulting. And its tributaries are very short and most of them join the main stream at right angles. Areas which are covered by Narmada River basin includes parts of Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat. In this diagram you can see Narmada River and Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. Now we will see the difference between Himalayan rivers and peninsular rivers. Himalayan mountains are covered with glaciers, whereas peninsular plateau and central island. These are the bases on the place of origin. Basin size in Himalayan rivers, these rivers have very large basin and catchment area, and in peninsular rivers, small basins and catchment areas. Type of drainage antecedent and consequent leading to dendritic pattern in plains, whereas superimposed regimented resulting in naturalist, radial and rectangular pattern. Valleys. The Himalayan river flow through steep side V-shaped valleys. And in peninsular rivers, these flow in comparatively shallow valleys. These are more and less graded valleys, that is, the rivers have little erosion activities to perform. Water flow. If we talk about water flow, these Himalayan rivers are perennial, receive water from glacier and rainfall. And whereas in peninsular rivers, these are seasonal, dependent on monsoon rainfall. These and stage river flow across the young fold mountains and are still in youthful stage. And in Peninsular River, these rivers have been flowing in the one of the oldest plateau or shields and have most reached their base levels of erosion. Meanders. When these rivers enter in the plains, there is sudden reduction in the speed of the flow of water. Under these circumstances, these rivers form meanders and often shift their beds. Whereas in peninsular rivers, the hard rock surface and non-alluvial character of the plateau permits little scope for the formation of meanders. The rivers of the peninsular plateau have more or less straight courses. Delta formation and estuaries. These rivers only make the delta. The Sundarban Delta is the largest in the world. And in peninsular rivers, these rivers make delta, that is Krishna, Kaveri, and Godavari, and estuary like Narmada and Tapi. So, in this, there is difference between Western Ghats and Eastern Ghat, and let's see features: height, slope, continuity, river, vegetation. वेस्टर्न घाट्स अगर हम हाइट की बात करें तो द हाइट इज़ 900 to 1600 meters, and the highest peak of this region is from Anayamudi with the height of 2659 kilometer, whereas eastern Ghats are lower in height than western Ghats. It ranges from 600 to 900 meters. Mahendragiri, 1501 meter, is the highest peak in the eastern Ghats. Then comes slope. They have steep slope as height increase from north to south, and in eastern Ghats they have gentle slope. Continuity, they are continuous and can be crossed through passes only, and in eastern Ghats these are irregular and discontinuous and dissected by the rivers. Next comes rivers. They lie parallel to the western coast and are source for some rivers. And in eastern Ghats, they stretch from Mahanadi Valley to Nilgiris in the south. The rivers flow through easily. Then comes vegetation. Western Ghats have tropical evergreen forest, and they are evergreen to deciduous forest, whereas in eastern Ghats have shrub vegetation due to overgrazing and deforestation. So these are the main difference between Western Ghat and Eastern Ghats. In previous slide, you have seen the difference between Himalayan and Peninsular rivers on the basis of certain features. Thank you for watching this video.